シャローナさんこんにちは。今日はシャローナさんに、シャローナさん自身と、スピリチュアルなことについて、質問させてください。Let me ask you a few questions about yourself and the spiritual things today.
Okay, hi.
Thank you. Firstly, do you like Japanese food?
I love it. 美味しい。
おいしい。What do you like the best?
お好み焼きと炉端焼き。
炉端焼き。
美味しいです。
Oh, nice. And also, would you tell me what are your favorite color and number?
My favorite colors, I like pink.
Pink.
But I also like all the colors of the ocean, the blues and the greens.
I see.
Ochres and turquoise.
Why do you like pink and ocean color?
I like pink because it's kind of happy and bright and
I see.
The color of friendship. But I like the ocean colors because they're very soothing and very creative colors of nature.
I see. And do you have a favorite number?
I would say my favorite number is probably 13.
13. And do you have any typical hobby?
Yes, I like to swim and I like to paint. And I have pet rats and I'm really into rats and rabbits and mice, pet rodents, and I'm trying to help activate better lives for those kind of pets that some people don't like or don't know about.
I see. So you like taking care of animals and people?
Yes.
Cool. Okay, the next question. What kinds of power stone do you like the best?
My favorite stone in the world is emerald. I love emerald. I love the way it looks. It has a lot of magical purposes and powers. It's good for money, for love, for youth, for beauty. And so without question, that's my favorite stone.
I see. Thank you. And how old were you when you realized your special power?
Well, I've always known, I've always seen ghosts, I've always had premonitions. So all my whole life I've known that I had these gifts, but it wasn't until I was in my early 20s that I realized that not everybody else is the same way, and that I could, enhance my gifts and use them to help people and make a better life for myself and for others.
I see. Okay. So I was thinking, can ordinary people like us feel that power too?
Yes, we're
Like
all born with some kind of psychic abilities, and it's just a matter of enhancing it and learning to use it. So some of us, are more psychic than others, just like some people have better vision than others. But everybody can be trained to improve their psychic abilities to one degree or another.
So would you tell me how can we develop the special power, or like what should we do, for example?
Well, I think obviously taking classes and reading certain books helps, but just one of the most important things is just to take some time out every day and look inwards and get in touch with your inner self and start paying attention to your dreams and your thoughts, and just if you get to know yourself a little bit better and you get to know nature a little bit better, then obviously your gifts are going to be highlighted.
I see. So knowing ourselves is the most useful way.
Yes, it is.
To develop the knowledge ability. Yeah. And you have told me that you have been using your power for helping people. So who and what have you been using your power for, like, for example?
Well, most recently I've been, trying to focus on women's rights. There's certain countries in the world where women are having a very hard time, and there's a lot of brave women that are standing up against their governments to try and make a better life for women in for example, the Middle East and Africa. So I've been, psychically trying to lend them a lot of support. And also, as I've mentioned, one of my main concerns is animals, and there's been a lot of issues regarding, in the United States, they're trying to criminalize people who are cruel to animals, so I've been supporting that both physically and psychically.
I see. Great. And also I have a question. How can we be happy? Like you are always be happy, so how can we become happy?
Well, you have to accept that we're not always going to be happy all of the time, and that's okay. But life is such a wonderful gift, and even at the worst of our times, I think we can look around and find something, whether it's something beautiful in nature or something beautiful in somebody we know, or a creature, or just to find the beauty even in the hardest times. And that might not always make you on top of the world happy, but it enables you to get through and look for the better things in life.
I see. Okay. Lastly, I want to ask you, what do you think about Japanese future?
I think Japan right now has a very, very important part to play in the future of the world, because this has been a very hard year for Japan, and great tragedy with the terrible catastrophic earthquake and all the disasters that happened from that. But sometimes when things become so bad, then people try a little harder to make the world safer and better in the future and stronger. And I feel that the people of Japan are going to rise to this tragedy and maybe invent new strategies and new building codes and new safety regulations, so that in the future such a terrible earthquake would not have such bad consequences. And I think that the people of Japan are very strong, and they're very creative, and they're very inventive, and I feel very confident that they're going to turn around from this tragedy, and not only that, use it to maybe make the world a better and safer place in the future.
Please give a message to Japanese audience.
Okay, what I'd like to say to the Japanese people at this time is, first of all, my aloha to everybody, and I'd just like to encourage everybody to do their best always, and to love your family and love your pets, love your children, and let's all create a much better world in the future. And I thank all my new Japanese friends and clients for all their support, and I hope that I can come to Japan soon and meet everybody personally.
Thank you, Sharoona-san. Thank you very much for answering all our questions.
You're welcome.
ありがとうございました。
Arigato. Thank you.